Hey guys, well it's a rare day in Oklahoma where the wind does not come sweeping down the plain. Today we're going to be starting to put some sheet metal on the roof of our old dairy barn that we're restoring and turning into a chicken pen and a shed for some tools. If this is your first time finding us, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down there. Give us a like. You can find us on Facebook by searching 100 Acre Wood Highlands. Thanks for watching, guys. So our old dairy barn, which we think is about 75 years old, needs a lot of work. It's come a long way already, but today we're going to be working on the roof. And so I've got up there in some previous videos and replaced a couple of pieces of plywood that were really kind of rotted through where some shingles were missing. I've ripped off all the old shingles off the top of this and had a dumpster where we threw all that stuff away. And then yesterday I went to Lumber 2, which is kind of a lumber and farm store here in Oklahoma, and I had placed an order about a week ago for some charcoal colored sheet metal, and they kind of custom cut it to the length that you need. They called and said my order was ready, so we drove to Oklahoma City and picked that up. But yesterday, and really the past few days, the wind has been crazy windy, and we're kind of on a hill here at the little farmhouse, and so I wasn't really sure when I was going to get a chance to work on this, but today it's not windy, it's just hot and muggy already. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the sheet metal, start sliding them up on top and seeing if we can screw them down. Alright, well here's our first piece of sheet metal. I honestly thought it was going to be a little bit darker than this, but I think it still looks nice. It's going to match my truck. A little windier than when we started, but what we're doing is one at a time lining up the sheet metal, and we put the new one underneath the old one, and then attaching our screws along the top row here to just hold it down. And then later on this afternoon we'll go put a row of screws at the bottom. Like about level. We're gonna go ahead and replace one more piece of plywood on top of the barn before we cover it up with sheet metal. Make sure I don't cut into the Ranger. Scrap piece of plywood should work good. All right, we got about 1/2 of the barn done. We did almost this whole side. There's about a 6 or 7 inch piece at the end that we were a little short on. And I found out I miscalculated how many pieces of metal we're gonna need. So I'm gonna have to order some more. But I think the next part of the project for today, we're gonna cut this tree down, get it out of the way, run a line of screws down this edge, and probably call it a day for now. I need a new chainsaw blade. All right, well, we got 1/2 of the roof put on the barn. So for, you know, probably 4 or 5 hours on a Sunday afternoon, I felt pretty happy about it. I'm gonna work on the other side probably next weekend, or maybe if I get a free afternoon someday later this week. I'm gonna have to trim the tree that's around it, or I might just cut it completely down like we cut this tree down, because there's some limbs that are kind of rubbing on the plywood up there already, and I don't want them to scratch the sheet metal or really grow into the roof line anyway. So if you haven't already, guys, subscribe to the channel, give me a like. You can find me on Facebook by searching 100 Acre Wood Highlands. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next video.